Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're playing the game Meet Your Maker and we're in the workshop. Now this workshop video we're going to go over pathing for Warmongers with second wave hollow cubes. And we're going to look at the new Hellscape stuff that they gave us in the free download. And I'm going to talk about the new mod for the bolt shot trap. So let's get on it. So these blocks here that you see on the top here, these red ones or pink ones or whatever color you want to call it, they are the new Hellscape blocks. You'll find them in your blocks category. There's two types that you can use. This one here, and there's different patterns if you rotate them to get the patterns to look. Whoop, what's that one? That one's kind of neat. So yeah, this is the Hellscape blocks, and again, this was free. It was added to your game yesterday. So those are the new blocks there. And then we've got some Deco, and that's going to be under decals, right? Yeah, here they are. Hellscape 1, Hellscape 2. I think they go all the way up to Hellscape 7 or 8. Okay, you've got 8 new decals, and we'll look at those. It's a good thing I went with the white floor, huh? So then we've got this decal here. That's one type of decal. That's kind of neat. I like that one. That one's neat too. Oh, you can't overlap them. So, yep, those are neat. All right, let's go to the next one. Yeah. They really pop out on the white tile. Yeah, that's some neat. Those are some neat decals. Okay, so either the actually full red, if you want to just cube it, a normal block cubed that color as the other. It's got some white lines on it. That's neat. And this one here, let's just put it on this gray block. Yeah, that's neat. Put it on the white block too. Yeah, those decals are pretty cool. I mean, I would hope that they could add, or they should be spending their time adding some tweaks to the system instead of just adding decals, because there's some things in this game that need to be tweaked a little bit. So I'm hoping that they don't. That's a neat decal. I hope they don't just spit out decals and hope that's going to retain player base, because I think they got to get on a new. Oh, that's a neat one. They got to get on some new content, and they got to get on to tweaking some of the. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Against the white. That's neat. That's neat. All right. Well, I'm going to talk about the second wave Warmonger pathing, and I'm just going to put a block here. I'm going to put a block there. Cannot be. Oh, I got to delete decals. Yeah. Anytime you put a decal in, some decals won't let you see. It won't let me do it until I delete the decal on the side of that. There we go. All right. So what I did is I've got these hollow cubes that I put here. And you see the icon, that little round circle thing on it. It tells you that there's a mod on there. Anytime you put a mod on any block, any trap block, you're gonna get a symbol. So that block has no symbol. And I'm going to go mod it. I'm going to mod it with a second wave, which puts that circular symbol. And then I'll mod it with Mystique, and it puts that Mystique symbol on it. So when you're looking at it, you can tell that it's been modded by the symbols that are on the blocks. And all traps will give you those symbols. So there's a lot of times in older videos, I actually went in to check to see if I had modded something, not even seeing in what was in front of me that the actual cubes were telling me what mobs. You just got to remember the symbols. All right, so with the Warmongers, they're going to stand here with their thumbs up their butts until somebody breaks this barrier breaks the hollow cube or activates a hollow cube, but in the second wave phase. So what's nice about it is you can go to your Warmonger, put your Warmonger down, and path it down this way, and I could path. I gotta put armor on. I always like putting armor on my Warmongers, and this guy could just do a ditty out here, do a ditty, do a ditty, do a ditty, and we'll save that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to test it. And we're going to hit T. All right. So when I go, whoop, I forgot that I had that there. Woohoo! All right. So when we go through here, that's just rock. All right. So I go around this corner, and I pick up the Genmat. I'm just going to hit G in this mode. And so see these guys? They're now coming after me because I pathed them to do so. And if I go back down through here, these are going to activate these guys to get me if I run past these guys. Now it's a good way to do a gotcha on a person that has done your dungeon, and you just have these Warmongers running around causing all sorts of problems after they get the Genmat. And it's a cool gotcha kind of thing. They probably are not going to expect it, especially if you're going to send 5 or 6 Warmongers after them after the fact. So, in a sense, you could have these little cubbies all over your dungeon. You could have these little cubbies that are not going to activate until after this, only during the second wave, and then your maze comes alive with all these moving Warmongers that you pathed everywhere. All right, so let's talk about the bolt trap real quick. I'm going to go back into the I'm going to exit the outpost and go into my hub, and let's talk about the bolt trap real quick. Now, it's called Relentless. Again, it was given to us for free as part of a download yesterday. And it's under boat shot, and you go to upgrade trap, and it's called Relentless. Now, right now, I do have the moolah to buy it. So let's just research it. So there it is. And actually, why don't we go test it real quick? Yeah, why don't we do that? Now that I own it, I probably should have bought it before I went into the testing ground. I just didn't think I could afford it. And I was already at the testing ground when I thought about talking about the testing ground of the workshop before, I was like, I'm going to do a video now because I'm really thinking about these Warmongers and how I could do a second wave on them. And then I also wanted to, look at the decal. So I'm going to delete these Warmongers, and I'm going to delete these cubes. And just bear with my hair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that piston trap that wants to kill me. And I'll get rid of this piston trap. All right, going to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the traps, I'm going to put the bolt trap, the bolt shot trap right there without a mod. Then I'm going to put another one here with the mod, the Relentless mod, so we can see the difference. And then I'm going to also do a trap here. I'm going to do a trap here, but I'm going to put the Relentless mod. I'm going to put the Relentless, and I'm going to put double down because I think those combos are going to be pretty crazy, nasty combos. And then I'm just going to go and test it from here. That's fine. I've been doing a little bit more raiding in this game, so I'm moving around a little better and trying to get my left hand to agree with what I want it to do. All right, so we'll watch this trap go off, and that's it. That's usually it. All one volley out into the sand it went down there, and it doesn't do nothing again. It's dead in the water. All right, so the Relentless mod, look at that. So it basically shoots, them randomly out, but they only shoot them once. So now we go into it, and look at that. And then what people would not probably expect as I come back into there, the double dip on the on the shot. So it's doubled down with the Relentless. And those seem to be working very well. Now I can that looks seem like it'd be a powerful combination, especially if they're in a room where you got a few of them going on, right? I mean, that I think would be neat. Now keep in mind, and I don't have a sword on me now, but I wanted to tell you that when it comes to defeating this trap easily, if you've got the sword that deflects stuff, just stand in the center and just reflect the 2 that are coming at you, because the 6 that are on each side will always miss you. They just they fly by you. So if you're moving around, you'll get hit. But if you go dead nut in the center of the trap with your sword, you've only got to reflect the 2 bolts coming at you from the center. The other bolts coming at you will actually whiz by you. I found that when I was raiding today. I was like, really? I mean, that's I don't have the sword on me now to show you, but it's like, yeah, that seems to be the case. But if you're in a room where a few of these things are going off, standing still is not the way to go. You know what I mean? It's I wouldn't stand still. I'd get myself in a place where I'm not going to get hit. But if you're only dealing with one of these things that is down the hall, I was easily able to stand in the middle of the hall and just deflect the 2 that were in the center. And as long as I perfectly stood there, the other bolts just whizzed by my left and the right and never hit me. All right, well, I hope this video finds you well. I just want to really show you the new blocks and the trap mod. All right, well, thank you for joining me. This has been the Darkest Zone.